One of the best muffins I ever had was the mixed berries muffin that Lindsay made. Lindsay Brooks is here from Runaway Spoon. And so we wanted to find a pumpkin muffin recipe, so I called you up, and of course you had one.
Of course I have one that's got a little bit of a brown sugar streusel topping to it.
I have to admit, I've already had one. I couldn't wait until after the segment. They're so good. What do you call it? And let's get started.
Okay, pumpkin spice muffin, brown sugar streusel topping to it.
Okay.
And I'm going to have you mix all the dry ingredients together. So you can find the recipe online. Here are all the dry ingredients. You're going to do the wonderful whisk in the bowl.
And we start with?
Flour. And you've got cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, cloves go in there, baking powder, baking soda, and a pinch of salt. It's going to go all into that.
All right, and the nutmeg you used is freshly ground?
Fresh nutmeg.
Yes.
So that's definitely what I prefer to use in a recipe.
And where do I find a fresh nutmeg like that?
You can find it in any actually grocery store.
In what section?
The spice area. Just
really?
Look for the whole one.
I have so much to learn.
We will work on it, don't worry.
That's why we brought in the best. Okay, so I'm whisking the dry ingredients together.
Yep, and I'm going to have pumpkin puree over here.
Is that out of the can? Or did you bake a pumpkin and
You know, I was baking pumpkins yesterday, but this is from a can.
Okay.
The consistency is a little bit better for the muffin recipe.
But it's the 100% pumpkin in the can, not the pie filling
No,
stuff,
there's sugar
right?
and there's spices to that, and I just cut that out. All right, a little bit of buttermilk will go into here. Melted butter is going to go into here too.
Oh, just a bit.
Yeah, that's what makes them good. A pinch of vanilla.
Okay.
Some brown sugar.
I could really take that with a spoon and eat it.
I said put it in your coffee one of these days and you'll be addicted to it.
Brown sugar in your coffee?
Brown sugar and a little bit of cream in your coffee. Makes the day go much smoother.
Could we do a little brown sugar and a lot of cream in my coffee? Because that sounds like me.
A lot of brown sugar, a lot of cream, a little coffee, that's good too.
All right.
So we're mixing this part together.
The eggs, the butter, the sugar, and the pumpkin.
Simple enough. And you pretty much got your dry ingredients, your wet ingredients, and you mix them together.
Okay, all right. Is there a secret to that you don't want to overdo it?
As somebody that makes a lot of muffins, you probably know that. You want it to be a little bit lumpy. The more you mix it, the tougher it's going to be. And the best thing about a muffin is that it kind of just flakes and it crumbles apart and it's just super soft.
So when you think about it, don't mix all the air out.
Yes, yep.
So that you have airy pumpkin muffins. Now, do you like to do that with a whisk?
You know, a whisk or a spatula will work just fine. Just like I said, as long as you leave it lumpy. It's okay if it has flour chunks in there. The muffin recipe will actually bake up and they will look normal.
So there we have that part. So that's step one. You pour this into a muffin tin, and you're not good to go yet.
Not yet. You need the brown sugar streusel topping, which by all means, if you're counting your calories, you could omit this part. But
you could just leave it out. That's true.
But I did put nuts in the topping, so the nuts give you a little bit more protein to it. Yeah.
Okay.
So a couple tablespoons of nuts, 1/4 of a tablespoon of brown sugar.
And you said that you left some sugar out of the main recipe so that you could add just a little bit extra to the topping.
Just a little bit more here. A little bit more cinnamon's going to go onto the top.
Okay.
Just a couple tablespoons of flour. It's going to make it nice and crispy on the very top. And a couple tablespoons of melted butter.
Okay.
So I'm just going to throw that all in there.
If you've ever had a muffin and then you have another one with the streusel topping, you'll never have it without a streusel topping if you can avoid it.
That is very true. It goes a long way.
So good. So now do you just add that right into the...
Yep, so I fill my muffin pans about 3/4 full, and then I just kind of put about a tablespoon, half tablespoon of this wonderful streusel topping on top of it.
Right on top of it. Spread it out over... Does this make 12?
Yes, it will make 12.
Okay.
So we've got some just done here.
Okay. I don't want to burn myself.
And the best thing about a muffin is eating it while it's still hot. So take them out of the oven, let them rest about 5 minutes, get a little bit of warm butter to go with them, and you will be all set.
And they're kind of lumpy and brown goodness.
Yep.
And here is the finished. Look at them and look quickly because one of them is about to go away. Lindsay, tell us a little bit about Runaway Spoon and how people can find you.
Sure. Runaway Spoon is a gourmet catering company, and we also make wonderful pastries, pies, cakes, things of that sort. We're in East of Pier off of Broadway Street, and we're just strictly a catering company. So you can't walk in and buy anything, but you can call up and order half dozen or a dozen of something, and we will make it for you.
And we'll put her website on our website along with today's recipe, and it's delicious. Go to fox11online.com and click on Good Day Wisconsin. Thanks, Lindsay.
Thank you.